Hi everyone, welcome back to Distance Art or Distance Learning Art with Mrs. Bodden. So today I'm going to show you how to make something that is fun, creative, as well as functional. So today we are going to make some bookmarks. Now your bookmark can be plain and simple like this one. What it does is it just slides over the corner of your page in your book, and then you can close your book and your book is nice and marked with that piece of paper. Or you can have fun with them and turn them into monsters or sharks or any other type of animal that you would like. So today I'm going to start with just a plain piece of paper. If you want to grab a piece of paper, and you're going to need some scissors, and if you have color crayons or color pencils or markers that you want to work with today, or you could also work with colored paper, which is what I'm going to work with today. And let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to angle you down so you can see what I'm doing. So today I'm just using a bright green sheet just because it's fun and bright and a happy color. So I'm going to take my bright green sheet, and it is going the long way in front of me. Not the tall way, but the long way. And I'm going to fold my piece of paper in half this way, so I get two short rectangles and not two long skinny rectangles. So we want to fold it in half to get two short rectangles. If I wanted long rectangles, I would have folded it this way. I don't want the long rectangles, I want the short ones. So fold it in half so you get those short rectangles. Then we are going to cut along our line. So that's where our scissors come in. So go ahead and cut along that line for me. And we're gonna have to use our scissors again here in just a moment, so don't put them away quite yet. So now I have my one sheet. The nice thing about this project is one piece of paper actually makes you two different ones that are the same size, or you could even make some smaller ones too if you'd like. So we're going to start though with our original one. So I'm going to take my rectangle and I need to turn it into a square. So I'm going to take my corner that is closest to me, I'm going to fold it over so it looks like I've got a triangle with a rectangle attached. So here is my triangle, and that is what I need, and I'm going to cut this rectangle portion off. So if you are wanting to be exact, go ahead and take a pencil and draw along that edge, and then you can cut along your pencil mark. I'm going to do a little bit faster way and just cut along that edge because I know that's what I want to do. There we go. Now, keep that scrap. You may want to use it for other pieces, for a smaller one. You could do this same project again, going even smaller, give you a different size bookmark. Keep it though, you may need it later. So we're gonna take, and we have our triangle. Now, we wanna keep it a triangle. So right now my triangle is pointed away from me, and that's the easiest way to get this started. So I'm gonna take, and I'm going to fold my two corners so that they touch. So I'm going to take my right one and fold it over to my left side. I'm going to crease it down the center, and then I'm going to open it back up again. So now I have one triangle that is folded in half to create two triangles. Next, we're going to make even more triangles. So we're going to take this corner and we're going to fold it up, which will divide this triangle in half. Go ahead and crease it. Then we're going to do the same for the other side. So we're going to take this triangle and fold it up to that top point, which will fold that triangle in half, and it turns our triangle into technically two triangles or into a diamond shape. Now you can go ahead and open up your paper back to that triangle. So we now have that vertical line that divides it in half, and we have two lines that are dividing it at an angle. So we're now going to do two more folds to give us some more vertical lines. So I'm now going to take this corner and take it to my center vertical line of that fold. So I'm going to fold that triangle part in, and I get another little triangle. And I'm going to do the same for this side. I'm going to fold that little triangle in. So it looks kind of like an envelope. Then I'm going to open it back up. And I'm going to take this center point, just the top layer, because if you remember, this is folded in half. So there's two layers. We're just going to take the top layer, and we are going to fold it down so it touches that fold at the bottom. So just fold it straight down. There we go. Now we're going to take and we're going to tuck these two corners in. So to do that, we're going to use this fold and this fold that we already have created. So I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to fold it up like I did originally. And then I'm going to fold along this fold that I already have, and I'm going to tuck it under and into my bookmark. So again, I'm going to take this side, I'm going to fold it up like I did originally when I made that fold. Then I'm going to lift up the center part and I'm going to tuck that piece in. I'm going to tuck it nice and straight in. And there you have your simple bookmark. Now, if you want to leave it like this, it works great. Just take and you can stick this on the corner of your book. If you want to add some stuff to it, now's a perfect time to do that. So now is when I added the eyes and the teeth and the tongue to Wyatt's little monster, and the eyes, the teeth, the tongue, the mouth, the fins, and the top shark fin to Sawyer's little shark. So this guy, I'm gonna start by just making some eyeballs. So I'm gonna use some scrap paper that I have around the house. So I have this little piece of white, so I'm gonna fold it in half. And I'm gonna use this piece of paper to cut out some eyeballs. Now, by folding it in half means I get two eyeballs that are the same. So rather than one eyeball that's one size and another eyeball that's another size, I'm gonna do both at the same time, cutting through both layers, and that is going to give me eyeballs that are the same size exactly. So here are my eyeballs. And I'm going to turn this one, I think, into kind of a frog shape. So I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper. I have some pink, and I'm going to stick it on the inside here. I want to make sure I've got a tongue. So I'm going to lay it over the top to see kind of where I might need to cut it. So I'm thinking I probably need to cut it along right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut a straight line right there and cut it. So when I go to glue that down, I can just glue it in and tuck it in like that. And then I can glue my eyeballs here. And I have kind of a looking frog. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down, stick my nice piece of gooey paper down so I don't put glue all over my table. As you can see, this one's been a used and abused piece of paper. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take that triangle. I'm gonna go ahead and line it up where I want it and stick it down. So there's that little triangle. Gonna do the same with my eyeballs. Gonna take my white circle and I'll stick it on this guy right here. Take this one. I'll do the same thing, stick it right here. And then I need my marker. So I'll use my black Mark marker. I'll go ahead and draw a little eyeball there. And there I have kind of a little frog face. Now, if I wanted to do something that would add to the top of my bookmark, I'm going to take my pink one that I've got made that was just kind of plain when I showed it to you guys. I think we're going to turn this one into a bear. So I'm going to take some more pink scrap that I have. I'm going to fold this piece in half. And again, what happens when I fold it in half? It means I get the same shape with whatever I cut. So I'm going to use the open side down here, and I'm going to start there and do kind of a half circle. And I'm gonna make kind of some bear ears. Yeah, that'll work. So put a little bit of glue on it, stick it behind, stick a little bit of glue on this edge, stick it behind. There we go. Now I've got some bear ears. So my bear needs some eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to my white scrap paper that you can see I've already used a little bit of. So cut a little chunk off, and again I'm gonna fold this piece in half so I get two eyes that are the same, because I'm all about having eyeballs that look the same. So we'll get some eyeballs that look the same. And go ahead and glue those on. I don't know if you can hear it, but Callie's talking in the background. She just woke up from her nap. So she's letting me know that it's time for her to get up. So we'll gotta end this video here pretty quick. So on my little white round ovals, I'm gonna go ahead and draw 2 circles. Let's make one eye just a little bit bigger. There we go. And for this one, I'm going to draw my nose. So I'm just gonna take and I'm gonna kind of draw my nose. Make it look like it's a little half circle or an oval shape. So my nose is there, and then to make this one have a mouth, yeah, let's make this one have a mouth. So I need some white. So I'm gonna find my corner again, lay it over the top, and I'm gonna make this one a little bit smaller. So I'll cut this one about right here. So there's my little piece, I'll stick that in. Oh, we should give this one arms. I'll do that. I'll give this one some arms. That'll be cute. So we'll make this one have a little bit of a mouth. And then we'll make it have some arms. So I'm gonna take my scrap paper again, fold it in half, because that means I get 2 of the same. Gonna draw or cut kind of a long U shape. That'll give me some arms. And this time, since I started at the folds, my arms are connected. So that means I've got to cut my arms apart. So I'm going to cut along that fold that I did. So that'll give me 2 arms. So let's go ahead and glue those on. We'll get some arms glued on. And then let's go ahead and I'm gonna angle those out just a little bit straighter. I don't quite like those as pointy as they were. So there I've got them kind of straight out, and I'm gonna go ahead and draw some lines on it so they look like they are paws. And since this is a pink bear, it's kind of a girly bear, let's go ahead and give her a bow. So I'm gonna give her a green bow. So I'm gonna take some of that scrap from my frog that I just made and gonna make a little bow. Now, easy way to make a bow, fold your paper, a little bit of your paper in half, and then you're gonna cut it out as if it's almost 2 triangles. So I'm gonna cut up and cut up so that I've got kind of a point with a little bit of a flat piece on it. And then I'm gonna cut a rounded straight across piece. And that's gonna make it look kind of like a bow. So there I have kind of a bow shape, and we'll stick a little bow above one of her ears. So that way we have a little girl bear. Now, if I wanted to make it even more like a bow and get that center part in there, I could take my piece of scrap and just kind of make an oval shape. And that oval shape, we can stick just over the center there. And she's got a cute little bow. There you have it. She's got a cute little bow. So you can have lots of fun with this. This one takes and adds a couple of shapes to the outside. You don't have to. You could stick with just adding some eyes and a mouth shape. You could have some more fun by adding the teeth And like this one's got the fins and the big top fin on the top that makes it look more like a shark. Or you could add some layered eyeballs and do a mouth. It's your choice, but have some fun. Enjoy making bookmarks that'll work on your books, and I hope you are super creative with this. If you don't want to add paper, you can do the same thing with markers. You can add eyes and a mouth with markers or colored pencils or color crayons. You could take and turn this just into flowers, or you could even do this and turn this part into like a flower basket. It's your choice. Be creative, have fun, and enjoy using them